iPad usage in the primary classroom is becoming more and more common, but are they just a fad, or are they useful to have around? Today we'll be looking closely at two iPad applications, Skitch and Demibooks Composer.
According to Decision Sciences Professor Dr. H. Brightman, meaningful learning occurs when students can translate, interpret and extrapolate what they've learned. Or in simpler terms, when students can apply knowledge to other areas and describe this knowledge using their own words.
Skitch allows you to add shapes and text onto photographs, imported images or screenshots. For science and technology education, this means saving time. Skitch can be used to label diagrams or images from experiments. Without Skitch, a teacher would have to print out these images, which is very time-consuming. Skitch also develops fine motor skills through zooming in on an iPad, using a pinch motion, using a mouse or your fingertip to move objects, and typing. Skitch can also be used in other KLAs such as English, where the teacher could label a body of text, for example, introduction, discussion and conclusion.
The students could use Skitch to label diagrams. For example, in science they could have a sequence of photographs showing the growth of a plant and label those diagrams, so developing those fine motor skills.
Demibooks Composer is a free application that allows its user to make their own books by adding images and text to blank pages while also being able to add music effects and speech. Having this app in the classroom allows for all students, ESL included, to read on their iPads books that they have created, and for those students that struggle with reading to select words or phrases, or the entire book to be read aloud to them. Demibooks Composer is an iPad application, which means pages are turned by flicking or swiping. This allows for independence for students with disabilities such as severe cerebral palsy, where their fine motor skills are restricted.
Say you've been on an excursion or done a science experiment with your class and you had photographs or pictures from that, you could do a joint construction with the children to put the text to those pictures and even decide the layout and the sequence of those pictures. Demibooks would be great for particularly for early stage 1 or stage 1 children, in that you have a big book on screen, but you can pause and highlight text as you need it, and also children with learning or ESL learners. You can highlight specific points of text or specific words. Because it's so visual, but there is also an audio component, so you can have the book, the audio of the book read that you could record, or you could get the children to record. So you have those two aspects of visual and audio, and then because you have it on the whiteboard, you can get children coming out and pointing to particular words as well, so you're getting the children involved in that interactive learning.
We hope you will use these applications in your classroom to support meaningful learning.